cares? This podcast gives people a platform to discuss topics and have interesting conversations. Conversations without the numerous negative effects of social media. You can communicate through the comment section or join the conversation live. Anything is on the table. No judgment, just decent conversation. This podcast is broadcasted and produced by Chester Creek Studios. Who Cares Podcast or Chester Creek Studios will not, under any circumstances, be responsible for your feelings. Must be 18 or older to watch and or participate. Viewer discretion advised. Live from the Chester Creek Studios, located in someone's mom's basement. Welcome to the podcast like no other. Just a bunch of dudes talking about anything from sports, music, and current events. Thank you for giving us a voice and allowing us to kill you softly with boredom. I present to you Who Cares Podcast, episode 26. What's up? Oh, shit. Oh, shit. What do we got here? I don't even know who that is. Holy smokes. Oh, speaking of smoke. Yeah. Chester Creek Studios coming through.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween, everyone.
Can we take our mask off now?
No, we got to keep them on for at least 5 minutes. Hey, anybody want to join the show? The link is at the bottom of the screen. It's also in the comment section. It's also in the description of the Facebook. So if you want to come on, say hi, show us your costume. If you're having a party tonight, want to check in live? Boom.
Sorry, dudes.
Do it.
Oversmoked the room here.
Cheech and Chong in this motherfucker.
Hey, wow, man.
Yeah, man.
4 foot Toastmaster.
Where's Pinkey at?
Yeah, you have to take off your mask because you can't hear shit.
Can't reach it.
What's been going on, Thomas?
Man. No, really, dude, you gotta take off your mask.
Breaking his on now.
It's not Ray, it's Blade.
Dude, that's a car. That was a car crash. That was supposed to be a car crash. What's up?
So what's going on?
How we doing? I can't call it. Same shit.
Halloween Eve.
I can't call it.
Halloween Eve.
Yo, answer me this 2 questions.
Yep.
When you guys are in the studio, you guys are always on a laptop?
Yes, this is true.
So remember when you were just on the phone with me and we did a test broadcast?
I guess. Like the other day.
Yeah, could you see the screen? Like TJ Bell always says that he always goes by the link from his phone, but he can't see anything, only himself, I guess. But when you guys are over there, you guys seem to see everything that I pop on the screen. So I guess you have
Yeah,
we see the show.
you have to be the on a laptop, I guess.
So if you're talking to your phone, you're just talking into your phone. You're not really viewing.
Yeah, it's like a FaceTime call with just me, I think.
Well, no. Look at Mac.
It's on his phone, yeah.
Yeah, Mac's got the whole screen on his phone.
But he's just viewing it. He's not.
Yeah, he's viewing it. He's not in the broadcast. Like if he puts that link into his phone right now, we could prove it. But I was just wondering. So he always says he can't see the stuff we're putting on the screen, which is weird. So it seems like everybody else can. So it might just be TJ Bell. Maybe. I don't know.
That's something with the new software, or
No, it was before too. He always says it. Always. We got 3 viewers. Say what's up.
nice.
We'll try not to get booted off this time. We won't try to play anything.
Right here.
Well, I'm telling you, man, if we play movie trailers or anything like that, we need to do it like Anthony and them do. Just play it.
Yeah. No,
Talk about it. You know, so the algorithm can't catch you playing an NBC trailer for a 1980s TV show for 31 seconds, like last
and trying to actually play it to get people to watch it. Like it's free advertisement for them. We're trying to get people to do it. You know,
I don't like it.
Really? That's why I made that little video that had Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
I saw it.
So
I It's Friday, and I didn't watch any of them bitches.
God damn it! I watched all of them except
on the right days.
The A-Team. I haven't watched the A-Team yet.
What's that? Is that a Thursday night or Friday night?
The A-Team is Tuesday night, I believe. Tuesday night's the A-Team. Monday night's The Incredible Hulk. Wednesday night's Battlestar Buck Rogers. Thursday night's Cheers. Friday night's Dallas. Saturday night's
Battlestar Galactica.
What's Saturday?
It's on your thing.
Saturday? I thought it was only Monday through Friday. Damn.
Oh, Saturday. I don't know. No, that's 7 days a week. It's 7 days a week. It's better than any kind of shit that's on TV right now.
Well,
shit on TV now. It's so annoying.
Thomas, listen to this shit. I got some bad news. Remember how we had all that bad luck with the Suburban a couple podcasts ago when we were up in freaking
Yep.
2 weeks, a month later, I'm driving down to Colonial Heights and the engine starts acting up. So we take it to a place down in Colonial Heights because it won't run anywhere. 2007 Suburban that we just put in an engine in 3 years ago. A brand new GM engine under warranty for 100,000 miles or 3 years. So for a week, I'm like, oh, fuck, dude. The paperwork is somewhere in the garage, and if I can't find it, my wife's going to fucking kill me. So I find the paperwork last weekend, and I'm like, fucking, this is the best thing ever. Hell yeah. Engine in it. And she reads the fine print of the paperwork. I'm not even making up these numbers. October 19th, 2017, the engine was put in. Out of warranty, October 2020. October 21st.
Oh my God.
No.
Oh my
that man. They will work. They should work with you.
I mean, it was days.
Yeah, 2 days.
Still, man. You think that's what they want?
You're not really throwing it away.
Well, I mean, when they bring me a new Mercedes, they can take that away.
Hey, G, get us on the screen. Me and Mac are waiting for you.
Yeah, Mac. Pinkey. No, but we don't.
That's what I'm saying. There's nobody else in open waiting. There's no way. It's just them two.
Did you do the numbers?
Yeah. I'm backstage. It says I'm backstage.
You might remember. Is it the new link I sent you today?
Oh my God, you're still on the old shit, man. That's some old shit you got there.
That's what I was telling you. The only thing I hate about this software, every time you create a broadcast, it brings a brand new link. It's not like last time.
Oh, that's dopey.
Who cares?
All right, I'll figure it out.
Who cares?
Who cares? Yeah, but shout out to Chris Harrison getting us on Who Cares YouTube page is up and popping. All the episodes will be posted. We're going to do this live episode on Fridays, and then the following Thursday, we'll release that one before the new one, right? Is that what we came up with?
Something like that.
Yeah.
We have a bunch of old ones that we'll put out, periodically too,
Yeah. Shout out to all.
30 views on one of them already.
Yeah, 24. Shout out to our 24 subscribers, but please go subscribe to the Who Cares podcast page on YouTube. We want you to come check it out. And if you're on the show, then we put it up there, and then you can always watch yourself on the show, which is always horrible. I watched both of them when you sent it to me because they're up there now in YouTube land. So I was just like, let me go ahead and watch this through again. I listened to the NASA story again. I listened to all that shit. There they are.
That NASA story was pretty impressive.
It was. That was dope.
A little more on that. We got a little more on that. So anyway, anyone who who was here.
Hey, I just tried to unmute you, Pinky and Mac, and it said I cannot unmute you because you're wanting to be on mute.
Oh, so
because we don't need 3 mics. We don't need my mic that I'm speaking on and mic.
Let's see. Can't unmute your guest because he chose to mute himself. Yeah. Oh, but I can hear you, so we're good.
Yeah, because we're going through John's mixer or whatever.
If I turn,
Good times.
Yeah, so for when John's over there, John's sitting in front of the sound machine. He has his phone up and he's on camera. That's all it is. That's easy money. I'm just saying you will be. I want to see your pretty face.
Pretty.
What's up, Mac? Talking about not pretty faces. Holy shit! What's up with you? There's Johnny.
There he is.
He says he's been losing out on a lot of beauty sleep.
Yeah.
He ain't lying.
Oh my god. Hold on a second.
You hold on.
Hold on.
Anyway, Ray, remember growing up in Genito Forest? All the crazy Halloween.
Oh God, here we go. Please tell me Pinky has another story. Please tell me Pinky has something.
Vandalism. There was
Pinky,
a lot of vandalism.
Pinky, tell me this. Your dad's story's good. Your grandfather's story. I'm just gonna pick a random person in your family. Tell me the coolest shit you got about an uncle. Go.
Who, Pinky?
Yeah. Your uncle had to do
Harrison in this story.
No, do it.
Uncle, I have an uncle. Uncle Joe. That's who I was named after. My middle name is Joseph. Uncle Joe was a biker, badass dude. Right? I don't really know a whole lot about him because he was murdered by a biker gang.
Oh my God.
He was the oldest.
Could be a short story.
He was the oldest brother. And my mom's, was super close with him. My mom's the youngest, and he was the oldest. And he would always, treat my mom great. And so she was like a teenager or something when it happened. And and he was in the Mongols, I believe.
Oh shit, that's the real deal, Holyfield.
So he was riding his bike in a gang of bikes, like 4 or 5 of them at nighttime. And he was the last in line. So, and his bike was a pile of crap or whatever. And they heard a backfire or something. So they just kept on going. Well, turns out a van pulled up beside him while he's riding his motorcycle and shoots him off his bike. Fucking.
Like fucking Sons of Anarchy type of shit.
Yeah.
Was it like the Hells Angels or something? Or
I mean, it's kind of one of those unsolved things.
It was the Mongols, the one that are against the Mongols.
It was kind of one of the unsolved things. They don't, it just was what it was.
They're not best friends.
Well, Matt was a member of the Mongrels or some shit.
Oh shit!
So I looked up his web. It was probably like 5 or 6 years ago, and I looked up his the website for maybe it was the Banshees. Anyway,
Screaming Banshees.
they have a website, so I look at the website, and one of the like fallen members or whatever, he's on that page.
Really?
Damn. Yeah, the Mongols have a Richmond branch. They meet up at the Glen Allen what's that steak place?
This is definitely in California.
Where Melissa works at?
No, Steak and Ale's closed. They've been closed.
Not Steak and Ale. Texas Roadhouse. They have like huge meetings up there.
I got a Mongol works out at the Chester Club.
Yeah, I was gonna say they're local too.
Down, so we don't need to hear it.
I can't.
Turn your phone down.
It's echoing or something.
He's like, turn your phone down. Can't.
Anyway, Thomas, remember last when Pinky was telling his story of his grandfather and how he was going to be the 12th member on the crash and that whole great story. Well, he watched some more. He watched some Ancient Aliens last weekend with his dad. You can go ahead, Pinky.
We watched the Moon episode. And it was about
turn his phone off.
Just turn him off.
Yeah, I did.
His mic.
I got it.
Mic off. I don't know what it was. Who cares? Who cares?
Who cares?
So we watched the Moon episode, and it was about having, whether or not the moon is so perfect and with a perfect eclipse, and whether or not it was a engineered piece and brought and like towed into our orbit of the Earth to stabilize the Earth.
What?
There's all kinds of crazy things about the moon that we don't understand. Of course, we do understand that it has to do with the tides and our weather and all that.
It stabilizes the tides.
Yeah. But
if it wasn't for the moon, we wouldn't have tides.
One thing that they present to you in the show is the fact that the spot it's at, if it was like an inch off, you wouldn't get an eclipse of the sun. It's like it's been positioned perfect distance, like not even off by an inch to perfectly be in the spot that it is. And all other planets, their moons spin. And that our moon
is the only moon that we could only see
moon.
one side.
Yeah, there's a dark side and there's a light side, and it doesn't spin. It's the face that's facing us is always facing us.
That's all we see
all the time.
So it's almost like if someone was to be able to want to watch Earth, that's the perfect thing to do. Is always build a moon on there and then have it facing Earth all the time.
Yeah. So of course that sounds kind of crazy, and it does. This isn't shit we made up. This is shit that
the moon, the diameter of the moon is 2,160 miles. And if it was 2,160,
you know, he just watched the fucking goddamn documentary. He just said the size of the moon, just like that.
It wouldn't have a perfect eclipse. So it's too much of a coincidence that it is, it's that perfect, for a perfect eclipse.
And then the next thing that's crazy is, for instance, when an asteroid hits our Earth, like it might have in the Gulf, it might have in Australia years ago, it puts a huge deep crater. Even though as an asteroid comes through our atmosphere, it burns down to next to nothing.
It kind of slows down.
Yeah, and slows down. By the time it hits Earth, it still leaves this crazy deep crater. And if you look at all the craters on the moon, whether they're big or small circles, they're all the same depth.
Damn.
As if it's almost like a shell, almost like a hollow shell. And I'm saying, this isn't shit we made up.
And tomorrow night's that blue moon thing too. It's like first time in summer.
And when they landed on the moon on one of the occasions that they did, and they had to drop off,
or did they?
Shit. When they let go of it, and it was just trash to drop onto the moon, when it hit, it rang the moon like a bell
for an hour.
So the next time they went up there, they dropped a heavier thing to see how long that would ring the moon, and it rang for 3 hours.
Damn.
Yeah, and this isn't shit that we are making up. This is what they made up, and there's a million ways of
science.
Figuring out it. Yeah, looking at it. Yeah, for sure.
So this ain't no Alex Jones shit. Like, this is legit.
No, it really is.
100%.
Explaining it. There might be some scientists out there that are like, yeah, but all of that you just said can be explained, and then we're like, whatever. But that was kind of interesting. Yeah, it's definitely interesting. And then on last Wednesday, if you're a super space nerd, NASA had a huge announcement last Wednesday. It was like, really, really big. And they found water on the moon.
Yes, did see that.
And the reason that is so important is because Big Mike and I watched a documentary years ago. And the reason we don't have a station on the moon right now with solar panels everywhere, and literally we have the technology to put solar panels all over this part of the moon that's always shining on the sun, which means we have solar power even at night because of the spot on the moon always having sun. Mm-hmm. And we could send back that power to Earth through microwaves with big satellites. Everyone would have a little satellite on, and we would have free, power all day long, all night long from the moon. And the only reason we can't do that, we have all the technology, except in order for you to go to the moon and create a town or a group of people living up there, it's so expensive to send a gallon of water into space because of the weight of it and how much rocket fuel it takes. And it's just, if you send 100 people up there, can you imagine how many gallons of water you need just for them to live for a week? So it's that's why we're not on the moon, and that's why no one's been there ever since we were, is because we weren't able to. You must find source. Yeah, you have to find water or something there. So once you get there, you didn't bring it with you. Type
it's not
of
a huge source, but there's some there.
Yeah, so
that's what I'm saying. That's probably up into, like, we don't know what they found either. They could have put a fucking something in the ground and found molecules of evidence of water, or did they hit a spring and there's fucking water so we can fill up buckets? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Probably a big difference.
for sure. But also,
Just evidence of
the documentary we watched years ago, which was long before they discovered this, they were talking about, squeezing minimal amount of water out of moon rock, having that would be the first type of factory you would have to have up there is something to get to manufacture water.
yeah. Well, if you're sending humans, for sure, you got to have that.
So we might be a little closer to that, and that was kind of interesting.
And the other part of the announcement was they were going back up in 2024 to the moon,
Okay.
and we're going to Mars in 2030.
Damn.
SpaceX.
I was gonna say you got to send up that. We got to look at Star Force now. I think. And I don't think that's just a show on Netflix. I think that's a real thing.
Star Force.
Yeah.
It's crazy how they came up with that at the same time. The
Space Force. Sorry.
Phenomenon. You got to check out the documentary Phenomenon. Right now, you still have to pay for it. But The Phenomenon is the documentary on Amazon right now that is the most legit documentary that all of the government officials across the world are all admitting that we've got fucking space stuff. We've got things from outer space, and it's all kind of come out now, but they're kind of like, they're still
like it's like some alien shit, like some Area 51 shit they're hiding.
I don't know, but we could watch the trailer.
No, we can't.
Trailers.
We want to have the podcast.
Just pause the trailer. We can still watch the trailer. The Phenomenon, but it has all the presidents in it, and it's got all kinds of stories. But it's supposedly the most legit one that's come out, and it's still not free on anything. You got to pay for it. I was going to rent it last night for $3.99.
The Phenomenon.
The Phenomenon. That's the one where the producers of it were on all the radio shows a couple of weeks ago, getting ready to put it out. And that's
so it's a news thing.
Yeah, that's the one that Jimmy and Sam were talking about. Like Jimmy always makes fun of all this alien shit, and he was like, they made him watch it, and he didn't want to watch it. And then he was like, damn, this is kind of pretty legit because it's all like it's government leaders from all over the world all being like, yeah, we've got the, including the Navy. You remember the Navy videos of the thing that they couldn't explain? And supposedly there's much more of all that stuff. So I don't know. It's interesting.
It is. Pinkey, are you really into that shit? I'm assuming now that I know that you're a son of an astronaut. Like, were you growing up? Were you all into that shit?
I mean, not like all into that.
You looked excited when he was talking about the documentary.
Just because I'm interested now, now.
Yeah.
And it even sparks my interest more knowing that, my dad knows all this, knew.
Yeah, so you weren't that kid. You weren't that kid in elementary. I had a kid in elementary school. Like, by the time we got to high school, he was voted most likely to be an astronaut. Like, he was all about that shit. He was talking about pressures and.
That wasn't me.
Well, actually, he just realized that his dad was supposed to be the 12th member.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
I've heard that. I just didn't know.
Yeah, but we didn't know
he was
that
he was going to be on the Challenger.
Yeah, the Challenger. That's
what I'm saying. So I watched the podcast again because, again, you posted on Who Cares YouTube page. Go check it out and subscribe, like, share, all that shit. But I was watching it again. See, I like this because we're just talking right now, but like when I'm trying to do everything, I'll miss whole sections, and you guys caught me before. Wrong answer out there.
We're making find trailers on YouTube and stuff.
Yeah, so I'm like not like catching it all, and then I'll go back and watch, and I'm like, man, if I heard him say that, I would have said this. So I want to pay attention more, but I was rewatching.
Yeah,
really, man, you gotta find somebody that'll come over your side.
Yeah, I know.
That would be great.
But you get some offspring, don't you?
I do, but he's in there probably making offspring.
Now he don't give a shit about this shit.
And my other
crickets.
Yeah, Jordan is at the bowling alley and with a bunch of friends doing like a Halloween party thing at the bowling alley. So
yeah.
I ain't got no help.
Teenager.
Daddy, you got to say no.
It's a great time to be a teenager. You don't have to go to school. You can just fuck off.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Grades don't matter.
Really.
Yeah. I sit in front of a screen and look at another screen.
Even my parents sit around and do nothing all over the fucking house.
You're right.
Shoot, Gabrielle's been working full time at the club because they can't hire nobody. See, they changed the They changed the thing now. So if you're unemployment, you're back to having to give them 3, places that you put in an application. So all the clubs are getting all these applications, but no one shows up because they just got to come up with their 3 applications.
Oh, yeah. Damn.
Show up.
Yeah,
They
so
wanna-
they'll be.
They don't want to
on
get
the
off the
schedule.
unemployment.
Yeah, they'll be put on the schedule, and then they just don't show up. So yeah, a lot of.
Damn, Mac, what you drinking there, Mac? Damn.
Right, bullshit.
Not
That's
Bud Light.
I's house.
Oh,
You
no,
Yeah, I brought
Got the
12
screwball.
over here, or 24, and now they're all gone. What happened?
Yeah, what happened?
I don't know.
Was it what?
There was only 12.
Good. Talking to the mic.
Good one.
And it all lasted
12, 1 hour.
Really, he's definitely pacing himself tonight compared to last time.
Who?
A Mac. Remember last time he was screaming during
Spiders?
the podcast? There's a spider! I got it!
I know I watched it again today. And that's my point. That's one of the parts I missed. I watched it today. I was like, what the hell is they talking about? A spider. He's screaming like a girl. That's my Mac.
I do have a good story with me and Ray.
You don't need volume, Mac. I don't know if you know that.
So anyway, Thomas, Ray had already gone off to the Marines.
Mhm.
I guess you go to basic training first, and then you came back for like a.
in
and
'88.
So, remember how when you're young,
This was
young,
the movie theater
it's,
one, isn't
it's so hard
it?
to find alcohol when you're young. So, one of Christian's neighbors was having a keg party. So we did what every teenager does. We went up to the Food Lion and bought 3 2-liters of Coke, and then we went over to the woods outside of the party where they had the keg in the backyard, and it was at night, and we just sat there and dumped out our Pepsi and waited for the party to end. And so when the party ended, we took our 2 or 3 empty 2 liters and drained the keg. And so this was like we were kind of celebrating because Ray was back from the Marines. This was right before like all the Desert Storm shit happened. So really, he was just in the Marines. It wasn't like he was going off to war yet. Not that hadn't really happened yet. Yeah, it was just like if your buddy joins the military.
Boot camp and my MOS school.
Yeah. So to make a long story short, basically the field that you might have heard us talk about in the past, we grew up next to a wheat field, and the wheat field was right next to my house. And like I look out my bedroom and there's a huge wheat field there. And you can ask Ray, we built a BMX track there. We used to cut the grass for a baseball diamond. We put up soccer fields with soccer goals. Like we used to play hide and seek when the wheat grew up high. You could go through there like a maze and make trails. Like our whole lives existed around this field. Even in the back of the field, there was an old Civil War burial ground where we, smoked cigarettes and drank a beer for the first time, where all this ivy was grown around these stones that you couldn't even read letters off of them anymore. They're just kind of stones in front of an area where the ground kind of sunk in. And that was where we grew up. So Ray goes off to the Marines. He comes back. We're celebrating. We got a couple of 2 liters of beer. And we're having, I think Travis Rush was with us.
Yep.
Christian was with us. And so we're hanging out in the fields being torn down. And they're building like a movie theater and all these shopping center and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And they're basically destroying our playground from being, our childhood. And, Ray's moving on the Marines.
Oh, it's still our playground.
Yeah, really. And so they had all these spikes.
400 of them.
All over
Markers.
everywhere, marking where the buildings were going to go and where this is going to go, where that's going to go. And this is the way I remember it. You can correct me if I'm.
You're going.
Christian and I are sitting on a pile of gravel, and we're sucking down 2 liters of draft beer. And Ray and Travis have gotten sticks,
Opposite ends,
and they're walking through this field. They're like, God damn fucking they're just knocking the sticks down left and right.
Slaying.
Just
We're
slaying. We're
slaying.
getting a buzz going on, and we're just having fun, and we're kind of, a little mad and whatever. And then again, this is how I remember it. Christian and I I swear to God, we look like, I mean, maybe 200 yards across the field. And I look at Christian, I'm like, dude, because there's a bunch of construction trucks and backhoes and all kinds of shit up there. I'm like, look at the front grill of that one pickup truck. That don't look like a farm use truck. No. That looks like and I swear to God, the second I said that, the headlights came on and that shit started flying across the fucking field. And we all get up and we are running our fucking ass off. Like, and they're going to hit us. At least it felt like they were going to hit us.
Oh, yeah.
And we come across the edge, and everyone dives down this gully, and Ray dives down the gully, and at the bottom, fucking hits his knee on a rock. And we all run like, you know, we're not even sticking together. Yeah. We're just like, I think I found myself by myself at Christian's house like an hour later. Well, Ray had to go to the fucking hospital and get stitches. And he didn't even get to go back to the Marines for like another 2 weeks because he had stitches in his knee and it kind of fucked up all that shit.
Yeah, it just slowed down my trip to Japan, which I did not like.
Damn. That's a good story. You said you got to leave between what is your MOS?
It was maintenance management.
Oh, look at that.
I always got stuck with heavy equipment and would work on shit like that.
So you had a MOS, so you were not a grunt.
Well, all Marines are, but
not really.
Day jobs.
What are they called? What's the other ones called? Pogues.
Badass motherfucker?
No, Pogues.
Yeah, that's what they are.
Pogues. Yeah, because all the aircraft guys that were in my MOS, they were not allowed to be called grunts. I don't know why. I don't know why. But all devil dogs nonetheless. I was almost a Marine.
And shoot, how long do you think it was before all of a sudden we're in Desert Storm? Did his mom's rapping, wait a minute.
Episode
in the
field.
How old are you?
Japan, 18.
Yeah.
How old are you right now?
A year, and then come back to the States. Still not legal to drink, but turned to professional while I was in Japan. Camp Lejeune, North Carolina.
Yeah.
Year and a half before Desert Storm kicked off.
Yeah. And then, that was like kind of like my best friend went off to the Marines. It was one of those things too where whenever one of your friends joins the Marines and everyone's always calling you, and literally they were calling me and I blew it off one day and never went to meet the recruiter or whatever. And 6 months later, we're freaking at war with freaking Iraq. Yeah. So it's kind of crazy,
Yeah, my cousin did this. My cousin did the same thing. That's what I'm saying. Y'all must have served about the same time. How old are you?
Me?
Yeah.
51.
Holy fuck. Yep. I guess you're about the same.
Graduating high school when
I was in 8th grade, all the yellow ribbons and shit.
It's just a number, man.
It's a high number.
No, it's not.
Yeah, 15.
Yeah, good Lord.
Is Ray the oldest one there?
Yep.
Yeah, my buddy Eddie next to me over here. He's
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at John. John's just pointing to anybody.
John's like, no. You are much older than I am.
John, I'll put it this way, Thomas. John was a certified scuba diver before you were born.
No. How old is John?
56? 57?
Holy fucking shit. My dad's like 61.
58.
Oh my God, 3 more years you could have been my dad.
So you worked on an aircraft carrier?
Yes. I have.
Yeah.
2 of them.
Did they pick you to put up on the thing when the band came across there because you were so short it would just go right over your head?
Nah, we built motherfucking bombs and missiles. I didn't play no instruments. Don't play no instruments. You know better.
Any instrument.
Sorry, sir. Yeah, I was on the USS Enterprise, and before that, I was on the USS Guam with all those fucking punk ass Marines. It's a marine carrier.
Were you ever on the Nimitz?
Tally was. I visited for 2 days.
A spaceship, you dummy.
No, USS Nimitz is a real aircraft carrier.
Well, he said Enterprise, but yeah, one time, my dad drove us to Norfolk because the Nimitz was coming into.
Yeah, it's on the. I think it's on the West Coast now.
Yeah, we just went there to visit it because supposedly it was so badass. Hey, right here we got the drunkest one right here. I mean, the oldest one,
Oldest and drunk.
the oldest.
Donald J. Trump.
Actually, this is the oldest right here. I think we dug this up a little while ago when we were grave digging. Just kidding, dude. You gotta at least show the Jim Beam commercial. Ray knows.
Yeah.
Everyone has told Ray.
I can do that smirk, dude.
He looks like the guy in the Jim Beam commercial so much, dude.
Yeah, you should. I agree.
Getting closer and closer too.
Look, Thomas just relaxing. He don't want to do no fucking trailer.
No, I'm getting it. I'm getting it.
Off again.
Get it, kick it.
What'd you say?
While he's bringing that up, Ray, have you watched any of the Lost Speedways?
Yeah, last week when last Sunday when the Texas race was rain delayed for 3 days.
They're still doing that?
Yeah,
NASCAR still a thing?
yeah, that's one of the sports that has not stopped.
It's a thing.
Yeah,
It's
No.
no,
Yeah,
no,
our
COVID has
fantasy
slowed
just
it down.
stopped. Yeah, the week
Fantasy's still going. There's
oh
no
yeah,
money
it's still
involved.
going. There's no
Yeah.
money involved. The
Yeah.
week that I won, Mac was like, "Oh yeah, well,
Guess what? You get no money.
we're
for
not
it.
we're not paying out this
Yeah.
week." Yeah, and that was the last time I paid attention too.
Yeah.
But no, I don't know if you know about the show, Thomas. It's called Lost Speedways, and it's Junior. And he kind of takes you through all. It's like a documentary, kind of a series documentary.
Yeah, he visits old tracks that are no longer in service, and they're just all grown up. And he'll go back and talk about the history behind them, who ran there, who did well. It's really cool.
Yeah, because they're kind of walking through like high grass, and the stands are halfway
Trees.
there.
Sometimes
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
trees.
Yeah, so it's definitely interesting, even if you're not a NASCAR fan. It's definitely interesting, and Junior doing it, definitely adds to it.
Yeah, because he's kind of sexy. The girls like him, right?
Chicks dig it.
The women's like him. So, real talk. Since we're talking about Dale Earnhardt Jr., I'm not the biggest NASCAR fan, but would we say that he failed to live up to his father's expectations? Was he halfway there? Was he 3/4? Like, how did he finish his career?
First of all, nobody is going to live up to.
I know it's hard to live up to that, but I'm saying, like, what percentage do you think he made it to? Honestly, 34.
Well,
10.
well,
I just 10. Wow.
sports where
Yeah.
only one person wins out of 40.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, no, I get it, but so did his dad. I'm just saying, I thought I'm coming up and it was all the hype and stuff. I'm just asking because I don't know. It could be 84%. I just remember him not winning that much.
Probably
Because
a
he
matter
was-
of an opinion as well. There's
senior
no way
kid.
to.
Yeah.
I'm saying wins, like stats wise, he's not close, right? He's like you said, probably 10%.
No. He's
He's average.
he's got 30-some victories.
Mm.
I mean, I don't know because it's
No
not really
slouch.
irrelevant.
Yeah.
He didn't know Yumi Johnson, though.
Crazy, they all have to be crazy to go wide open. Or the first time, I'll tell you, I always kind of laughed at. I don't want to say laughed at NASCAR, but I never took it seriously. And I always thought that Formula One and that was a little crazier. And then one time when Ray and I were working together, he was like, "Hey, they're practicing, and you might want to start watching because they're going to bring out the new Dodge car this year." And this was probably 15 years ago.
Casey
And
Atwood.
so, like, we were working at like Northside, and so he was like, "Let's just go through the drive-thru at McDonald's, and we'll go and we'll sit up in the stands and watch them practice." Well, dude, when you're out there going around that track, the loud fucking engine, and them coming around a turn wide open, where normally you'd be feathering off the gas, and they're just fucking wide open. It takes a crazy ass motherfucker to even do it on the track by yourself, much less all lined up side
With
by
40
side
other
like
people.
that. Yeah, going almost 200 miles an hour.
Yeah.
still a badass. But see, also they'll tell you more than I will. NASCAR changed back in the granddad stopped watching NASCAR back in the day because they had all the regulations and shit. The best thing about the teams back in the day was that the drivers and the mechanics.
You think we just look back in my past?
Definitely.
That is right there so much. Literally, he even has the same mannerisms. Like, all right,
just drink the same.
That's great. That's great.
All right, cut it off.
I know it's full, but I'm gonna get more.
Oh no! Almost got rid of y'all.
NASCAR has changed, and I can't say it's been for the better, but
yeah,
the France family is trying to make it more appealing to new folks. But
I was just saying, like before COVID, like I remember watching a race at my father-in-law's house, and he's like, "Look at those stands; they were just empty, man. It's just so awful."
Well,
I remember when they were filled to the rafters.
Standing too, man. Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Who was that old guy that was like the master of cheating back in the day? He had a weird name. He was in NASCAR, and he would like you can only have a big certain size fuel tank, but he ran like a 2-inch fuel line all the way to the carburetor to get extra fuel.
I know who you're talking about.
Elliot did that. Yeah, he had it running in the frame rails.
Was it a heavy set guy?
No, I don't think so.
Jimmy Spencer. He's done shit like that.
No.
Yeah.
It was one guy who was famous for always bending.
Famous for cheating,
technically, because he always read the rule book.
Gray area. Yeah.
Well, that's the rule with NASCAR. If you're not cheating, you're not trying.
You ain't trying hard. Right. Now, Darrell Waltrip had like fake radios that were bricks, just to give extra weight.
Really?
Yeah.
Why would you want extra weight?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Right out of the car.
So it kind of holds down.
Well, yeah,
because you're not dealing with the suspension back then like you were now.
Yeah, it's the gray area is much smaller now than it was.
Remember our old shop, our old maintenance shop on Midlothian Turnpike, that Kmart that used to be back there? Mm-hmm. I don't even
Warwick.
You could probably tell me the year. My dad took me and my brother there because Darrell Waltrip Mountain Dew car, and we got signed signatures by Darrell Waltrip.
33 is Harry Gant.
I gotta get my picked up.
Oh no, I'm sorry, it was 11.
11.
Yeah, 11 Mountain Dew, 11.
Yeah.
So it was probably 81, maybe 82.
Yeah, it was way back then.
Like that was.
Yeah, don't say nothing stupid in live podcast. Can we go get your butter from the bone alley?
With the driver, where
when we were in high school,
I'm on my podcast and I'm done.
On Midlothian Turnpike.
We go ride home.
Ward Burton, he was sitting there at a table, just signing autographs, and he stood up and shook my hand. And I wasn't that big in high school, but I was bigger than Ward Burton.
Yeah. Well, remember when we were growing up, your first job at Kmart, freaking Joe Theismann was up there. Right after he broke his leg, he was signing autographs at our local Kmart, boy.
Yeah. Wow.
I think there's a bunch of ties. There's Denny Hamlin and somebody else from around here, Elliott Sadler or something.
Denny Hamlin's definitely went to Manchester High School.
He's Chesterfield boy.
Yeah, but Eddie Sadler's Sadler's like down in Emporia, right?
Right.
So Mac and Ray, tell us why y'all don't like the local boy. Mac always says that, fucking Hamlin, fuck Hamlin. Yeah. What's wrong with Hamlin?
He fucking whines. He whines.
Oh, they all whine.
Yeah.
Oh no, Denny's really good at it.
Yeah,
he almost could have a fucking block of cheese with him.
And his teammates the same way. That Kyle Busch guy.
Yeah, well, Kyle Busch.
Sounds like you guys are hating on a bunch of fucking winners. I love Denny Hamlin because when I started watching NASCAR, Galen Gallagher, I was like, I want to go to a race. I want to be a fan. I want to do this pool with you guys.
Yeah.
Go watch it. He's like, you just got to get a driver. I was like, well, who should I take? He said, well, there's a new guy, Denny Hamlin. He's from Chesterfield. He used to race right there at the Southside Speedway. I was like, that's my guy. And
that's what I thought too, and that's why I was surprised when Mac and Ray were like, "Yeah, fuck Hamlin."
Yeah, you pick your own driver you like, but I don't like.
Not too many local folks like him.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Mac's from fucking Florida, so he don't count.
What? It was Smokin' Jokin. That was who I was talking about.
Good one.
He's talking back in 1953.
Yeah, they were on the sand of Daytona Beach.
Yeah, Max from Florida. He's got to be like a fucking Gordon fan. Got to be a Jeff Gordon fan. You love that.
Oh
I
yeah.
was a senior fan.
Well, everybody was. Everybody was a senior fan after he died.
Hamlin.
So apparently we've got breaking news.
Breaking news.
Pinkey is Eskimo Brothers with Denny Hamlin.
Yeah, I 100% believe that. Believe that. That's great. That's pretty impressive to say. I mean, how many other people can say that with anybody famous? I'll wait.
You got it first. Oh, poor Denny.
Yeah, and then she never came back.
He got it.
Last
He got it on
fall.
the leg.
Hey, Pinky, please, for the love of Jesus, tell me it's not his wife.
Denny? He's
It's
not married.
Denny's wife,
No,
right?
he-
Oh my God, he's not married?
Say that
Wife
again,
not married.
Pinky. Say that again. Breaking news again.
That's the baby mama.
Allegedly.
Baby mama.
Damn. Man, Pinky blows my mind every week. That's why when y'all had the shit up there, said Harrison and Ray, I said, where the fuck is Pinky in pregame pre-shows? Where's Pinky?
He was a little late, but he's right on
I
time.
might be late, but I'm always right on time.
Ray, I was going to ask you, do you remember a dude with the last name Davenport in high school?
I remember
Yeah.
someone.
Remember the dude? His dad was the district attorney.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
he kind of like, he was kind of like a troubled teenager or whatever. And we hung out with him for a little while. And his dad was rich as shit. And I think I don't want to say anything. It was all allegedly. When my dad was in the hospital year before last,
Yeah.
doctor walks in. He's about my age with a big old beard, and I look at his nameplate and it says Davenport. Me and my brother start like, dude, that's fucking. I wish I could remember his first name.
David?
No, I don't think so.
I'm thinking of the guy that was on the 3rd Street across the street from Charles Chapman's house.
Yes, yeah. You're
Is
David
that the-
Cassidy or whatever. This was Davenport. His dad was
He was
the
the dude
district.
that actually turned us on to Van Halen. Remember that?
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, he's a fucking doctor now. It was kind of crazy.
So
But
Pinky,
anyway,
Pinky, how do you
Thank
like
you.
Ice House?
Garbage. Wish I had my Bud Light that I bought last week.
oh, this is the wrong place to be saying
Well,
that.
you need a straw?
Hey, do you need a headache?
Yeah, I'll take a straw. Fuck it.
Yeah, because there's a can of headache right in front of you.
Ice House. That's unbelievable.
They say that it's less alcohol now than it used to be, so it's less headache.
Huh.
No, they bumped it. They bumped it back down. It used to be 5.5, went back up to like 6 something, and
6.9.
yeah, that was like whoa.
Then they got the edge, 8%.
Oh, that shit is nasty.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's that?
That's Kenyon's sister.
Okay.
Really?
Daddy like.
She dressed up. Happy Halloween Eve, Miss Scarlet in the salon. She cuts hair. That's why.
What's up, girls?
That's why I'm always like, why does his hair look like that when his sister can cut it? I don't get it.
Well, the thing is, dude, his hair is actually kind of impressive for his age, but he needs to throw some soy sauce in there, some shit, man. Color that shit up. It is great as an old.
Yeah, exactly. That's probably why it looks bad.
Pirate.
He's a pirate.
No, he quit being a pirate.
Okay, he's not a pirate anymore.
Look at his
He only
artwork.
has a nipple earring in one nipple.
Gave
I
up
don't
his
know.
eye patch. And
I
he
don't
wears
know.
long sleeves. No one can
Hey,
see
Max
his pirate
gonna
hat.
show us his what is the weird thing on your when you do that?
Prince Albert?
Yeah, Prince Albert.
Prince Albert?
Yeah. Hey, Max.
Whoa, whoa. Mac has a Prince Albert? Or Chris Kenny?
I was just making that up.
No, 'cause I thought I remember that from back in the day.
That'd be cool.
No, I didn't.
Hey, I do have another crazy story, Thomas, about a fucking Navy boy.
Oh,
Anyway, like Pinkey and his dad were watching Ancient Aliens, and they watched the Moon episode. I watched an episode that was talking about reincarnation.
Ooh.
Of course, these episodes they go all over the world talking about different showing different versions of the religions that believe in reincarnation and blah blah blah. And if you look up James Houston and James Leninger died in World War II as a fighter pilot. Well, in the 80s, CBS did a special with this.
Did he know Pinky's grandfather?
With this family, and the family's child was named James Houston, and he was a little kid. And you can bring up the video right now if you want to of James Houston reincarnated, and it's a little tiny boy. He wasn't even in school yet in the 80s. And he was walking, his parents were buying him airplane models, and he knew not only the name of all of the airplanes from World War II before he was in school, but he knew what kind of bombs went on one from another. And his mom would be like, "Oh, look, there's a bomb underneath of this one." And he'd be like, "Mom, that's not a bomb. That's a block." But he hadn't even gone to school yet. So
like before he was 5 years old.
Yeah, and it's crazy. Whoa. It was literally the crazy thing was Cuomo. One of the Cuomos that we're always hearing about in the news now. Back in
New York.
One of the brothers or whatever was on CBS like years ago, and he's doing an interview of this kid's parents.
Oh.
And so the parents are like, we don't know what to do. And this was like an old show. Like 60 minutes, or it wasn't 60 minutes, but something like that. And
Bill Donahue or some shit.
Yeah, of course, the dad was like, "Oh no, I'm tired of hearing all this." Well, the child actually knew his name. His mom, he kept on waking up having these crazy tantrums in the middle of the night where he'd be kicking his feet straight up in the air like he was trying to kick out of the cockpit. And when his mom would wake him up, she would be like, what's wrong with you? And he was like, "I'm being shot down." And she's like, "What are you being shot down by?" And he looked at her like she was crazy. She was like, "By the Japanese." Whoa. And he's fucking still not in school
yet.
He's
5.
God damn.
So the documentary you can Google these two names. Not only was he named James, but once he got older, he knew who his real name was. He knew he was shot down by and once his dad started looking it all up, the man that he was naming was shot down by the Japanese. And the Ancient Aliens I was watching, the dude's my age, and he's in the military, and he's like grown ass adult now, and knows that he was previously another military guy. He knows who he was and that he was shot down by the Japanese. That's just how he lives. That I'm telling you, you can look this shit up. It's the craziest story ever. The guy who died in World War II is James Leninger. And the kid who grew up and he's about our age now, his name is James Houston. And all you have to do is type in either one of those names and with reincarnated, and it's the craziest freaking story ever, dude. I'm not even kidding.
So did they have the same rank?
I don't know. But the old video from back in the day, the kid's walking around at like air shows, and like he's like climbing under. He knows where you would work on it, and he's the tiny little kid. It's like the craziest thing. I believe his name was Pinkey Kessler.
Fake news.
Oh, fake news.
Fake news.
But anyway, did you hear the moon rings like a bell?
Yes, I did.
Go ahead, sing it
3 times. Can't call it.
I'm just reading this article about your boy you was just talking about.
Really?
Yeah, it's crazy.
It is, dude. There's a bunch of videos on it too. And it is kind of crazy because that's what's weird about that whole reincarnation thing. The crazy thing about that is that science and religion can both admit is that you can't destroy energy. Energy just switches over from one thing to another. And so if you start really looking into science and religion and kind of putting science and religion together and believing both aspects instead of, I'm either science or I'm a religion and I'm not both. If you start mixing in the ideas of religion and science, you start realizing that reincarnation is a little more realistic than you would think. Because of the fact that energy is not destroyed. Remember how we've all been to HVAC school? The first rule of thermodynamics is that energy cannot be destroyed. It just transfers from one to another. So if it's moving energy, it can be transferred into heat, but it's never destroyed. It just transfers over from one to another.
Is that the sound of us getting booted?
Probably. We've got some crazy echoes going on here, folks.
Do we?
Are you adding crazy stuff to my voice? Hello, I'm God, and Chris is exactly right. Reincarnation is a real thing.
Yeah. I mean, what's the other belief? What makes the other belief so much better that you rise from the grave and go to heaven and hang out with all your friends and shit? Like, it's just as believable as the other way,
Or the other way where you die, you're dead, you're dirt.
Yeah, you just turn into the earth.
Hello.
That's it.
No, but another thing that supports everything that I just said is it was interesting. Neil deGrasse Tyson was on Joe Rogan a while back. And of course, neither one of them were talking about religion or, reincarnation. But Neil deGrasse Tyson kind of blew Joe Rogan's mind away because he said, not only does infinity go to bigger, 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 but infinity goes to smaller, smaller, smaller too. So not only does infinity go one direction in, huge space, it also goes small, small, small. So if you start thinking about all these ghost hunters that are trying to get proof that there's afterlife by searching for these ghosts in these haunted houses that, things have crazy happened in, you start and they're all complaining that their cameras and their video equipment and everything is drained by the batteries. Because if you can go big, big, big and you can go small, 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 just because you died doesn't mean you're gone. You're just a much less energy than you were when you were alive. So you're kind of a faint, something in the wind almost. I don't know.
A fart in the wind, that's what I like to say.
That's what I like to say. But anyway, that's my story and I'm sticking to it.
What?
Harrison.
It is Christmas. It is Halloween. Hey, it's my third drink. I haven't drank in 2 weeks.
Happy Festivus.
It is the Halloween, so we're continuing to talk about all the crazy Halloween shit, dude. I text y'all last night, and I'm sure you didn't watch, but fucking Ghost Adventures was at Joe Exotics. It was awesome.
Missed it.
It was so good, dude. So anyway, they're there, and you'd be like, "Oh, why are they there? They're going to find some ghosts of tigers and shit." Well, if you remember,
no, that's not what we were thinking.
Well, if you remember all the crazy shit about Joe Exotic,
They need to go to Carol Baskin's house, and that's when we find a ghost.
remember his gay husband killed himself.
Oh yeah, I forgot. There's so much to happen there.
Dude, that show was going through that young dude who shot himself with the gun in the fucking thing, which everybody forgets about.
His taller husband.
So his name is Travis.
The third bitch.
The one with teeth.
The one that, with teeth and
Put it that way,
to
the most
actually
teeth, yes.
marry a woman. But so they're going through his trailer, dude, and it's fucking crazy. And they're like talking, and they're trying to talk to Travis, and they're getting spikes in their EMF readings and blah blah blah. But the crazy thing is they pulled open a drawer in a file cabinet, and there was a bunch of penis pumps in the drawer. And fucking picks it. One of the dudes from the Ghost Adventures picks it up, and he's like, "What's this?" He's like, "Dude, why are you touching that?" It was the funniest fucking thing ever, dude. But then also there's some other shit going on there, and that's why, dude, everyone who's on that show still lives there and still works there. Even the sketchy guy. No, even the sketchy guy from fucking Vegas is still there. He was on the Ghost Adventures show being like,
Oh, the dude that had the headband.
Exactly. He was like, yeah.
I thought he was
not
in jail.
trying to fucking get publicity because we're getting ready to turn it over to Carol Baskin.
Yeah.
But
she's getting the whole gig.
He's like, there's some sketchy shit going around here, right? Because supposedly there's a story that everyone on the whole place knows about. Even the blonde-haired dude, the chick that lost her hand, all of them know about this story where a couple of them were out hanging around a bonfire in the middle of the night, smoking weed and drinking.
And some meth, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm sure there was plenty of meth.
Definitely meth involved.
A couple people climbed over the fence and were trying to sneak in, and the fucking people that worked there shot them and killed them and took their bodies and put them over on the fire pit and burned their bodies. And everyone who worked there knew about this story, and it never came out on the documentary. So they were trying to channel the people that were, shot and killed trespassing or whatever.
Damn.
Well, of course, they didn't channel much around the bonfire or whatever. But later on in the episode, they brought in fucking dogs, like cadaver dogs, and the cadaver dogs, which know the difference between an animal
Tigers
and a body.
Human.
We're flipping out
COVID.
over the area where those fucking people, so there was some more sketchy shit going on in that place and Joe Exotic way more than just gay wedding nights with 2 dudes, 3 dudes.
Hey, Chris Harrison. Better documentary. That one or Making of a Murderer?
Good one. Good question. John, what do you think? Did you watch Tiger King?
Yeah, everybody watched Tiger King, right?
I think everybody watched both of them, right?
Yeah.
Well, Harrison didn't watch season 2 of Making a Murderer. And
What?
He saw the first 3 episodes and then he quit watching.
Oh, I can't ask you then. Of course, you'll probably say Tiger King. Because that shit got crazy twisted and just kept going. Like, Oprah and Anthony were talking about that shit. Like, it was crazy.
Yeah, it just annoyed me because the whole family were piles of shit. So,
yeah.
It just annoyed
most good documentaries are, The Wild and Whites of West Virginia. Family's all fucked up.
Well, it's funny that you mentioned it because me and Pinky and John all got in a huge argument over it.
Oh.
That's why you brought it up.
No, I didn't know. I just know that those are like the 2 biggest things that people. I feel like it just went on and on. 3 weeks, everybody was talking about that shit every day.
That was kind of the same type of thing as.
So what was the argument about that? You said Tiger King was better, and you only watched 3 episodes of the other one, and Pinky got because
it was back when the show was on. It was back when the show was on. You know what song this is, right?
No.
This is the Tiger King, bro. You don't have a playlist.
No, I don't. Oh, I would have got it right there.
Play the Killed Him, Whacked Him song.
Yeah. Carol Baskin. Killed her husband, whacked him, bitch.
But she can still be on Dancing with the Stars because they love that shit.
So how the fuck did she end up with the business when she was shitting on it the whole time?
I don't know.
Cunt.
And that
such a hateable
dude,
cunt.
That sketchy dude from Vegas, he's willing to just hand it over to her.
I know. That dude's sketchy too, boy.
Oh, there's something else going on.
Yeah. Well, did you
There's a conspiracy.
Did you hear that the other dude, the dude in like Myrtle Beach, he just got raided a couple weeks ago and he's in
that dude's nuts too.
Yeah, but he set it up right, didn't he? He had a different wife at every house.
At least he, that's what I'm saying. At least he had 2 wives, and not 2 husbands.
Yeah, that's
John.
crazy.
Yeah, he did it right, no doubt.
I won't agree with that, honey.
Pussy.
He was a piece of shit, man.
Anybody like got a piece of shit. All right, so it's Halloween. So just, out of the attic of my attic, Everyone should check out Salem's Lot. Was a
Oh
fucking
my god! Yeah,
remember Salem's Lot, right?
Yeah,
His kid, his best friend came to the window and fucking was a ghost, man. Salem's Lot was sweet. It had the blonde hair dude from Starsky and Hutch, and it was a great fucking classic movie. Check it out.
Been
Salem's Lot.
watching a lot of that one.
Yep, a lot of
A
Halloween.
lot of Halloween.
Yeah, the weird thing is about this Halloween is that they didn't put a number on it and they didn't change anything, but this is the newest Halloween that's out, and it has what's her face that was in the original movie as like the grandma, like the crazy drunk grandma. Yeah, that's like I can't say it's a remake. It's the most recent Halloween that was put out last year. And what's her name? Freaking the original actress from the
Jamie
first.
Lee.
Yeah, Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yeah.
Jamie Lee Curtis is like a grandmother now, and she's like the crazy drunk grandmother who's the only one that knows how crazy.
and she's probably still good looking in real life.
Yeah, probably.
She aged very well.
Yeah, I'll never forget
nice.
the scene in the movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
True Lies.
True Lies.
True Lies. That's why I watched that movie. That's the only thing I watched.
Swear, man.
Spot right there for sure.
Thigh high stockings always does a trick.
Always.
The better one is with Trading Places with Eddie Murphy and Dan Aykroyd.
Oh yeah, that's
That
true.
movie is
She
racist.
was
Yeah.
a hooker in that.
Yeah, we're not that old.
Can talk about
You got Netflix, right?
Yeah.
Netflix. What do you think? I'm rich or something?
$14.99, bitches. Family
that.
pack.
Yeah, Harrison, keep going.
Keep going. That's all I got. I'm at the end.
Movies. There's a whole
Oh, movies,
stack right
movies.
there.
All right. So we have told you about House of a Thousand Corpses. It's pretty much my favorite. House of a Thousand Corpses. This was the first movie that what's his name? Director
Rob Zombie.
Rob Zombie made.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is part one.
All right, so that 1v1 of the Rob Zombie Halloween, which one you like better?
This was actually the first movie Rob Zombie ever directed. His wife is Baby in the movie. All the characters in the movie, there was a trilogy. The second movie is called Devil's Rejects, and then the third one is Three from Hell. Three from Hell just came out like last year, the year before. These are the three of my favorite movies, all by Rob Zombie. He's also redone Halloween. Friday the 13th awesome. We all love that. Here's another one, Lords of Salem. That chick right there, that's Rob Zombie's wife. And Lords of Salem, I didn't like it at first, but it actually ended up being a pretty sweet movie. It's all about the witches of Salem and how they pretty cool. Check this old shit out, dude. I got House of the Dead from original Xbox. The first Xbox, and it actually came with a gun that you would shoot a laser gun at the TV and you could kill the zombies. Remember that shit?
I remember it was like a dope ass duck hunt.
Yeah, like the fourth or fifth Xbox is getting ready. Yeah, it was. It was like a good one. Yeah. What else we got here?
Yes.
Yeah, so that's about it. Oh, we do have the classics. If you ever get a chance, you got to come back to the classics. You got Frankenstein, you got Dracula, you got Wolfman, you got Bride of Frankenstein, Invisible Man, The Mummy. This is actually real, dude. Frankenstein holds up. If you watch the story, Frankenstein was actually a pretty decent. Dracula was pretty good. Wolfman was pretty good. But those are the classics. You always got to go back to the classics. And since we're in COVID right now, everything's boring. So you might as well watch some old ass shit like Battlestar Galactica and the A-Team. Oh, Saturday nights was Miami Vice. I almost forgot.
Surprised you didn't know that.
And
What
dude,
about
Miami
Buck
Vice
Rogers?
is sweet. Yeah, we got Buck Rogers on Sundays.
So I'm saying it's coming from a guy that wants me to watch fucking Buck Rogers on Sundays. You want me to watch fucking movies? Better than anything we have on right now, and then you go on in the whole fucking podcast telling me about all this shit that's on right now. So
Hey, what about Battlestar? What day is Battlestar?
who cares? It's the worst.
Wednesday.
Okay.
I'm working.
No, Battlestar is Sunday and Buck Rogers is Wednesday.
Make up your mind.
I'm telling you, Incredible Hulk's pretty good. Miami Vice is really good. Cheers is so good, man.
Cheers, I'll watch all over again. I love Cheers.
Cheers is so good. Cheers.
But I just recently watched every episode, like over the summer, so
Google it.
I'm not gonna do it again.
I did get some good news. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to wait until next week's podcast, but remember how when Eddie Van Halen died that night, I was so distraught. I ordered the Frankie 2020 Frankie Eddie Van Halen monster guitar.
What?
Yeah.
It's gonna be here tomorrow.
Yeah, and dude, my question for that I can't wait to see it. I hope you reveal it. But did you tell your wife yet?
Hell no, dude.
She didn't come to the door.
How long till
Where is it being shipped to my house or Thomas's?
Dude, I got her looking at new Mercedes right now for me. I don't want to tell her about no guitar.
Yeah.
especially after how much money you spent on it?
Nah, it wasn't that expensive, but it's worth it.
You told us exactly what you bought for
How
it.
long till Thomas the Son can borrow it?
Hell
Yeah, exactly. That's the most important.
Okay, so I'm probably going to open it tomorrow, but I'll put it back in the box after I play for a little while. We'll do an open box next week. But
Yeah.
what I really want is someone on the podcast that can shred it better than me because I can't play the guitar. Like, you know, if we could get Josh's son, freaking Ben, man, he can shred that thing. But anyway, yeah.
Ooh.
Supposedly the guitar, the Frankie
That's
guitar,
gonna be
2020 handmade.
So she don't know that much about guitars. Be like, oh, look at this! I picked it up at the flea market and just take it upstairs.
It's red and white and black and has all the stripes. I mean, it's in the freaking book right there.
It even has the new guitar smell.
It doesn't help if his screensaver ain't his watch screensaver is the
Yeah.
color.
Yeah.
Oh, I've had this for years.
Yeah, she was looking for Mercedes for you. Now you're gonna have to go down, bro.
Yeah.
Honda Civic.
Guitar. Yeah. So, yeah, the Eddie Van Halen guitar will be here tomorrow. Handmade.
So if you replace your Yukon or whatever it is with a new Mercedes, is that 3 Mercedes in your driveway?
It ain't gonna be new. I'm telling you that.
Well, will there be 3 Mercedes in your
What are
driveway?
you looking for? A Mercedes for real?
Yeah, GLC.
Oh, the one you wanted.
No. It's a SUV because we're replacing a Suburban, so I'm not getting a C3.
I know, but let me ask you this: Why? Why replace a Suburban? Your daughter drives. Like, why do you need a Suburban anymore?
Well, no,
for
I
work.
mean, we're basically going to get rid of my truck and the Suburban.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Finally getting rid of the Dodge.
Well,
You're gonna miss that thing.
I'm
Some
acting
teenager will
like-
want it.
Just thinking about that today. I was like, he can't get rid of it. He can't get rid of it.
Yeah.
I know. I don't really want to. If
It's
I
not
can
worth
park,
anything to anybody
she
but
might
you.
forget about it if I just park it up at Swift Creek.
How about this?
So the registration renewal comes in the mail.
That's the car that you had when I met you.
I know, right?
Literally, you just got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not
It
worth
has 335 miles, the second engine, and the second transmission.
It's got to have way more than 335 miles.
No, it does.
1,000.
Oh, sorry. Sorry.
It's kind of important.
Sorry.
That's a good deal.
Sorry, these Bud Light seltzers are really.
Actually, I'm actually surprised that it doesn't have more. I guess since you guys switched over at work, you don't drive it as much. But
Yeah.
shit, my shit has 300,000 on it.
What?
Has got 200.
My
truck.
No, my Civic. My Civic has something like 289, 298,
How much did it have when you bought it?
30,000.
See, you put 300,000 miles on a Civic.
Oh, easy, bro. Not anymore because I'm local now, but I was driving all over the state, bro. Roanoke, down there, motherfucking Roanoke country.
Hey,
Johnny-
I am looking at some of my lists that we might have skipped over. We want to hear Ray tell us about his Michael Jackson jacket he got for Christmas one year.
Did you
The year that
You
Thriller
asked
came
for it.
out. Well, what I will tell you about Ray is that everyone in the neighborhood was kind of jealous on Easter because Ray knows as well as I do, his mom bought them crazy school clothes for Easter.
Yeah.
So everyone
It's
for
almost
Easter
like
would get
a second Christmas.
Yeah. Everyone else in the neighborhood would get candy for Easter, and Ray got it like a Michael Jackson. He had a Michael Jackson jacket, a Michael Jackson glove, parachute pants.
Oh my God! Please, for the love of Christ, send me a picture.
Mike had all the WWE figures from wrestling.
Oh yeah.
Dude,
one time.
Podcasts ago that he was devastated when his sister told him that wrestling wasn't real.
Yeah.
You were devastated because wrestling was not real.
Who are you talking to me?
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't my sister. It was some chick when I was walking to school one day, and she had proof because her mom was a stewardess, and she was probably a slut, but she was on the airplane with them all the time. I was devastated.
But I mean, what grade were you in when this happened?
We were walking to probably about 5th grade.
How many years were you arguing with people saying that it was real?
Oh, from when I could start arguing.
Probably from 4th to 9th.
All of them, dog. I used to do the Hulkamania on camera. They got like old home videos of me doing that shit. I was into that shit like crazy. That was my first time I got my heart broken.
Play one.
I was so hurt, bro.
We need some of this video.
Oh God, I don't even know how I'd get my hands on that.
Up, what was y'all's first video game system? Ray had Intellivision.
That shit was awesome, man.
Dude, the remote, the game controller looked like a remote with a
card in it or something.
The wheel on the Intellivision was, I mean, that's like Tesla. I mean, that's how accurate it was. I mean, you could almost drive a car with this thing.
Yeah, mine was well, my grandfather had a Coleco system, so I played it, but
I remember Mark Shepard had Coleco.
Yeah, but my first one was definitely Atari 7600, I guess.
Oh yeah, I did it. Yeah, I had the 7600.
Yeah, and then I would say I probably made the jump to Nintendo.
Yeah.
But I definitely caught the latter years of Atari.
Playing Pong. My dad's coworker came to the house and he bet me that I could beat him. He bet me he could beat me in playing Pong, and he put his card game on the table. Of course, I was only like 7, and I beat his ass. He fucking drove away with my Corvette, though.
Oh my God!
Yeah,
that's
bullshit.
Yeah,
that is bullshit.
Let's go beat his ass.
He's probably dead. Probably.
That's when you know you're old, and you just think of people that were old when you were a kid. You're like, yeah, they're definitely dead. They're dead. They're dead.
So I got some bad news.
Far
2020.
Far Cry 6 has been delayed. It's supposed to come out February 18th.
God damn it!
Who cares?
It really grinds my fucking gears.
This story's already bullshit.
Yeah, I have no idea what you're talking about. I feel bad for you, though.
I know. What is Far Cry?
It's my favorite video game. The game I play all the time. The game I played last time.
I know you're not playing it now. What's up?
I thought that was pickup sticks.
Is that the game you're playing at work that has the factory?
No.
Oh, is that a different
It's
game?
a game for Xbox.
Oh.
Yeah. So
There's that.
Should we have a moment?
Yeah. Let's have a moment of silence. Just delay.
All right. I'll take it. Ready?
All right, that's enough.
Fuck. I wonder why they delayed it.
Oh, so I heard you had a green screen.
Yeah, I had it up too. I was so pissed, dude. I was so excited. I took it down. I was so excited because it got here in time. I took half the day off so I could set it all up. And fucking UPS man, the Amazon guy shows up right at 3:30. I said, "Oh," he said, "I got a package for Thomas." I said, "Yes, you do, sir." Ran in the house, set the whole thing up behind me, and it looks like fucking dog shit. So instead of originally Googling and YouTubing and seeing that you need like mass amounts of lighting, so I have to order a big LED light to shine onto it, or it doesn't work very well. But it's going to be awesome. You know what a green screen is?
Yeah,
a fucking green sheet.
Yeah,
it's a sheet.
Yeah. You wear green in front of it, or you'll look invisible.
Yeah, well, that's what it kept doing to me. The lighting was all messed up, but next week it'll be straight.
Okay.
I grabbed every lamp in my house and brought it over, and it worked a little bit, but it still looked like shit. But yeah, all you do is take any image. I took the Who Cares podcast page image, and I put it behind me, and the whole back wall was all black, and it said Who Cares podcast. But I was all pixelated and shit. And there's a New York City background. It's so awesome. I can't wait.
Dude, Lowe's has these Craftsman LED lights on sale right now.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about. Because all the production companies that sell them, they overprice the shit. But all it is a really, really bright LED light. So
yeah.
I'm gonna get it straight, baby.
What about backgrounds? You got backgrounds for it, or is that just?
That's what I'm saying. So the software has a few built in, and all you literally do is take any image you want. Now, of course, they look better if they were designed for it. But you could take any image and it turns it into the background, and you could shoot it right behind you. Now, there's a whole bunch on Google Images of free ones, but then there's also ones that you have to pay for. Like Trump's office is a pretty popular one. Could be sitting right here in this chair, and right behind me is the motherfucking Oval Office. It's pretty dope, but we'll get it straight. It's gonna be fun. I wanted to do like some Halloween background or something, but
You say you're sitting at the Oval Office right behind you. Where's Donald? Let me see him.
he's not on the green screen yet.
He wasn't really listening.
Yeah, he was. Who was Donald Trump there earlier? Do y'all have a mask?
What?
Was a Donald Trump mask somebody had on earlier?
Nah.
It was just a hat he had on.
Oh, Make America Great Again hat.
Yeah.
Oh, hope so. John, you gotta get on camera and talk more, man.
That wasn't John.
That wasn't John.
That was neighbor Eddie.
Who was it?
Yeah.
I didn't see Max lips move.
So, what's the rest of your weekend gonna entail, Thomas?
You going trick or treating?
Halloween?
No, I don't know about that. I got a football game tomorrow. I can't stop thinking about at noon. After that, probably get some lunch and watch college football. And I think I'm gonna. Rest of this office, and then
Where are you in your house? All
my
of us can ever picture where in your house you're at.
so if you walk in my front door and you take a right and you come through my kitchen into my living room,
Yep.
I'm right here in this corner. Last time you were in my house, I probably had a desk over here, but just in this, when you pull in my driveway and you see those windows right there,
Yep.
those are right behind me.
Yeah, that's where the couch was.
I know what that is.
Yeah, Mac, were you at my house?
Even though he's never
Fancy
been there,
draft.
he knows exactly what you're talking about.
He might have been.
1974.
See, that was John, right?
Before he was born.
No.
Oh.
Shit.
I was talking about the last time I was at your house.
Yeah, Ray was at my house, I think.
Yeah, for a fantasy draft.
Yeah, and Pinkey's been here once.
I've only been in the driveway.
No.
Why? I didn't invite you in.
Yeah, I was at your old house. What's his face lives in
With
there?
the garage.
Oh, Sanston.
Yeah, he was like, "What's up?"
Yeah, I've been in your driveway a couple times.
Why, stalker?
I was on with Harrison.
Just dropping off the product.
Yeah, remember I had to give you money for fantasy football.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That was recently. I thought
Yeah.
No, because the maintenance guys helped me move in this house back in the day. Shannon was there, Big Mike was there. Chris didn't show up. Ray didn't show up. Chris was on a hiatus from American Family.
Did he get his wife's permission?
Kessler. It's too far.
Big Mike, why
Mac
can't
needs
we
to
get him
shut
involved
up.
in this
He's
shit?
mean.
Let's call him.
Call somebody.
Let's
You
see.
better call somebody.
You better ask somebody.
Call somebody. Who cares?
Sweet.
Who cares? Look at that crazy mouse you got there, Pinky. That thing's got lights and all kinds of shit. It's like an alien. Who are you calling, Stuart?
Sweet.
Come on,
Here
Mike.
we go.
Here we go.
You don't answer.
Hello. We're here for strippers and cocaine.
Call the right phone.
Hello, is it me you're looking
Your call has
for?
been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system.
It's like they all know. I'll try Stuart.
Oh, Friday nights, don't answer your phone. Who Cares podcast might be calling your ass.
No, they're probably in the bed making love to their wives.
Awesome. They're going to be hating it.
They're probably in bed making love to their wives.
Podcast, guys.
Yeah, really.
Fucked us off too many times.
Yeah, we're too big for that now.
Wait till we're rich and infamous.
What up, cocksucker? What up, cocksucker? You're live on the podcast. What's up?
You can't just call somebody and they're just live like that.
Yeah, we just did, bitch. Hey, say what's up to Ray, Chris, Pinky, and Mac.
What up?
Oh, my God.
Yeah, everybody.
Yeah, what you doing?
I was just chilling, playing some PlayStation.
Oh, see, I said you were fucking.
That wizard game?
Dark Souls, yeah, it's kind of.
Oh my God!
You was trying to get me to play Dark Souls.
You're the last hope at the maintenance shop for any type of fucking swag, and you're telling me on Friday night you're playing a fucking wizard game? That's what you're telling me?
Yes,
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome.
What happened, dude?
Man, Stuart got
You used to wear fucking Jordan fucking ones, and all the bitches be like, "Yo, here comes Stuart," and now you're fucking playing Dungeons and Dragons on PlayStation. What the fuck happened to you?
Thomas, that's why he won't come on.
Yeah, that's why he won't answer the damn phone.
Bro, Pinky, at least Pinky is like during the podcast we'll be playing video games, but it's like shoot 'em up, fucking zombies up and shit, and you over here fucking rolling dice online. What the fuck, Chuck?
No, you don't really roll the dice. You know what? If they want to play some Warzone, I don't know if y'all got that over there.
Yeah, he's got Warzone. They don't play PlayStation.
Yeah, well, we just no.
You can play on Xbox,
you
bro.
can play on Xbox.
Yeah,
Pinky
surprised you didn't know that.
Yeah, Pinky just didn't.
I don't play video games. I think that's what the young it's called the crossplay.
But hey, yeah, maybe if that's the only way we can get Stuart on is if we're playing a video game with him, that'd be cool.
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah, play it up.
Fucking wizards and butterflies and shit. What the fuck, man?
Stuart finally answered the phone. It's only been like 25 episodes. And now
Yeah.
Usually we're getting the kids in the bed, so I can't be answering the phone. So
yeah, Betty.
I actually called later on this time.
Yeah, well, first of all, what do you have to really do to get the kids in bed?
Oh, they gotta go to the bathroom. They gotta brush their teeth. They need to drink water.
They're playing you. They're playing you. You tell me get the ass in bed and shut the door.
They want to. Yeah, they come up with excuses. Oh, I want to clean my room.
Is that what I want to clean my room now? Was that what your dad? Your dad wouldn't put up with that shit, right?
No, definitely not.
Water.
Stuart
No,
doesn't think that shit right now either. So, like, get your ass to bed.
Yeah, what you
doing? The mean one.
We're going trick or treating.
Are you
trick or treating? Good, yeah.
Your neighborhood's doing it.
Yeah, they're doing like a block party kind of thing. Early after, like later in the afternoon, and then
can I come?
Like trick or treat.
Yeah, can we come to the party?
I'm not asking for Mac. I'm asking for me and my children. I don't think. Hey, Mac, you can't. You gotta stay. You're 50 yards away from any small children.
I'm sure some single mothers there.
Oh my bad, 40 yards, whatever. It's still too close. But look, I might holler at you. They just asked me what we're doing right before I called you. They're like, "What are you doing for Halloween?" And I said, "Oh shit, I don't know." So now I know. I'm coming to your crib.
They're not trick or treating in those neighborhoods?
Man, there ain't been a trick or treat in my neighborhood since I moved in here. There ain't no kids. All the houses be dark and shit. I want to go to a dope ass place where, like you said, they'll have like hot dogs and shit, and they have like scary little garages you gotta walk through and shit.
Yeah, like my sisters when they lived in Rutland, it was like a
Yeah, Rutland's a good one. Rutland's a good one. Yeah, they got fucking jugglers and shit. It was great.
There's people running through the neighborhood and golf carts, all like decked out golf carts.
And what's that battle? The one over by me, Pebble Creek, where they have like this one house that goes all out, and they got people chasing you around with chainsaws. I like that shit.
So, Stuart, are you going to be anything for Halloween? Stuart?
What are you going to be for Halloween, Stuart? Chris wants to know.
Just the same. I just have like a scary like skeleton mask. And
God damn, your swag is gone.
The same old scary mask.
The same old shit.
Even Paige is giving me shit. She's like, "Are you going to do that same thing?"
Yeah, because I'm getting old. You're just old, bro. I feel you. I remember when it happened to me.
Yeah, I actually did feel bad. I was like, I ain't even gotten into Halloween this year, but
are you? But you're like working out. Like you still look good, right? You're not. You don't have to have rocking.
No, it fell off.
You just said, "Fucking, it's over."
I was telling them the other day at work. I was like, I'm skinny fat.
Yeah. I've seen skinny fat before. I'm
right, dude. He's ripped, and he always. I know.
Is he?
No, but I just mean like you're skinny, but you're not really in shape, though. You know what I mean?
Well, there's only one way to figure this out. Take your phone, take off your shirt, send us a picture right now. I'm done text message, and I'll pull it up on the screen. Come on, do it.
Hell no.
Look, it's just while we just talked.
That's the gayest thing I've heard today.
This whole time,
you're watching our podcast, if that's the gayest thing you've heard all night.
Yeah. Look, all I know is I called you and we gained one there. So
there you go.
Whatever it works.
So what are you at now? 1?
Yeah, now we're back to 1 because you had to say something. So now we're left. So how's the wife? Great. Can we talk to her?
I think she fell asleep laying in the bed with Peyton.
Yeah, she lost all her swag too. She's younger than you.
A likely story.
No, she's older than me.
Oh.
Not much, but like
old
6 months. Not enough to count, really. But
how's her sister doing?
Her sister?
Yeah.
She's good.
I saw her at a garage sale recently.
Yeah, they sold her grandma's house. The one where
they were doing the estate sale?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They sold in one day.
I was going to stop there in the morning, and then I was like, you got to get to an estate sale quick. And in the afternoon, I was like, dude, they were causing accidents on Cold Harbor. There were so many people parked on that shit. It was cool.
Yeah, I mean, that's a busy road right there, though.
Oh, exactly.
No, but I mean, the house sold in one day. Like the first offer was a full cash offer for no, like, they didn't want closing costs. They didn't want something else, but
damn. They just want, hey, you want this house? Give me this cash.
Yeah, well, they didn't even want anything fixed. They said as is, and they didn't want it, and they were covering all the closing costs.
That's what's up. You still been bike riding? Don't lie.
Hell no, I haven't been since. I've been trying to get all of them to go mountain biking, but we can't ever go.
Yeah, tell Stuart that I've been riding my mountain bike as soon as it gets dark and no one can notice. I'll go for a couple of rides. I've done it like 3 nights in a row.
Ray lives near Pocahontas Park too.
Ray?
Yeah, it's in my backyard.
Ray has a sweet ass mountain bike too, and Pinky has a BMX.
Yeah.
Ray, listen to this.
I got a BMX bike too.
So we all went
Justin still hasn't accepted our challenge, but I think he bet us $100 he could ride the same trails as us.
On the BMX bike?
His BMX bike.
Oh, take that bet. Take that bet. He'll be tired in fucking 12 minutes.
What track? Single track? What level? Because there's a difference.
Mountain bike single track.
He said mountain bike single track.
A whole lot better on an advanced single track.
Dude, I thought I could keep up with my kids in my neighborhood on a BMX bike, and just them having gears, they just flew away from me. Like, there's no way.
Oh, I know. But Pocahontas is starting to have like crazy tracks now. No, the funny thing was, Ray, me, Stuart, and Pinky, all after work one day a couple years ago. It was Pinky and I.
Damn, it's a funny story when Stuart started laughing before you even start.
So anyway, we all went to Bell's Island.
So did it wrong.
We all went to Bell's Island to go mountain biking, and after work, and the whole time, me and Stuart are like,
Stuart and
I.
Oh my God,
Stuart and I.
The Pinky kept on. He insisted to ride a BMX bike. He would not ride a mountain bike.
I don't have one. I'm not going to buy one.
So the three of us all went riding, and me and Stuart are coming across the bridge, and Pinky's like, we don't have any gears or anything.
Right. Passing you.
As soon as we get to the bike track, the three of us were riding around. Pinky falls off of one of the
one of the easy obstacles.
One of the easy obstacles. Pops it. This is the first 5 minutes we're there. He pops his front tire. So me and Stuart pass by him, and we're laughing. And then Stuart goes across that thing that's like
teeter-totter.
A teeter-totter?
Yeah.
Well, what I was right behind Stuart.
Oh, wrong.
So when he teeter-totted, I was coming at
you tried to teetered.
So I fly over the handlebars and fuck my shit up.
You
I'm
seem
bleeding.
like a smart one right now.
Pinky has a flat tire on the front of his bike, and we have been there 3 minutes. And the three of us, like, y'all are the dumbest motherfuckers I've ever seen.
That was the last time I was invited.
When he was telling that story, I could picture every scene right in my head. Pow, 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 pow.
Yeah,
that's why I ride a motorcycle.
Well, I had pottered and he fucking face planted. That was funny.
What kind of bike? What kind of motorcycle do you have, Mac?
I don't have anymore. That's low. Used to be blue. Yeah, it used to be blue.
He had a blue one.
I had a blue one, a red one, orange one, purple one, black one.
And it used to sound like
my first motorcycle.
I never had one. All right, Stu, just want to say what's up. Introduce you to the podcast.
Stewie, thanks for answering, buddy.
Maybe
I'm gonna come over. I'm gonna come over there one time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
One of these days.
Come help me out because they be ganging up on me over there.
Tell him also, Thomas, to watch we got the YouTube now.
He can hear you. Yeah, so we're up on YouTube. So we had 2 episodes today. Who Cares Podcast on YouTube. Go check it out. This one will be posted in a couple of days. But
you sent me one when I clicked on it. It hadn't posted all the way yet.
Yeah, it's ready now. God damn it!
Yeah, all right, I'm gonna check it out.
We're taking over the world. We're taking over the world, man. We're about to get big. We want to get you on board before we take off. And
top flight podcast of the world, man.
And we got to move down to Houston and live next door to Joe Rogan and shit. It just gets crazy.
Texas, baby, Texas.
Yeah, Lake Austin. All right, player. I'll holler at you, Stuart.
All right, y'all take it easy. Later, guys.
Smooches.
Later.
He gone. I know. We finally got one. Who's next? I like the surprise factor. They're like, what?
Oh.
You said you wanted to be on the podcast. Here we are.
Oh, Mikey again.
Do it now.
He won't answer. He hates me. If you guys call, he might answer.
But that's all right. Mike wants to come over. He wants to start out, fresh, sober, and then work your way into it.
Yeah.
Two.
I did not say that.
Friday?
Mike. Racing.
2-ish.
4-ish. He invented ish.
You're being very gracious.
Jenner is.
How many beers you in over there, Mac?
He's outside talking on the phone to his girlfriend.
He's letting go one.
Yeah.
He's not talking on the phone. He's yelling on the phone.
Yeah, he don't talk.
Who's calling who?
Are you calling somebody?
He's not answering though.
Oh, Mike, dude.
There ain't no way he's answering now.
Hell no.
kind of fun.
Let's see. Answers like, why the fuck y'all keep calling me? He better not answer. I'm gonna be pissed.
I told you who's yelling on the phone.
We can hear Mac through the microphones in the garage.
Yeah. He wanted me to come over and help him just take a wall down.
You want me to call Donna Musser?
No. What are you just going through your phone?
Just random people. Dale
Malin, man.
Dale Malin. He won't answer. I will. See, these numbers, though, I don't even know if they're real anymore. So it might not be Galen, but let's try.
So who the 49ers got this weekend?
Seattle, baby.
Backs their ass.
Who's Buffalo got?
New England.
It's a big weekend for football.
Damn, dude, y'all are gonna be.
I don't know. The way they played against the Jets ain't gonna beat nobody. I should have crushed the
got benched.
You gotta crush the Jets.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated.
He won't answer.
Who cares?
Who cares?
Does anyone know who that Texas team is playing? I don't even know.
It doesn't matter.
About the Houston team.
It does not matter.
One somewhere deep in the heart of Texas.
Dallas, Fort Worth.
Dallas is something else. It's something else.
You want to taste my sweaty balls?
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
I honestly don't know who the Cowboys are playing.
Hey, Chris, do you know who Martin Duffy is?
Martin Duffy, yeah, you do, right?
The painter, right?
Irish dude that painted for.
Should I try to call him?
No, yeah,
you fucking wanker.
He had the stupid jokes.
Dude, he might not be with us anymore. He was old.
Oh yeah. Remember he quit drinking for a while?
Yeah, for a little bit.
Yeah, it never does. I'm 3 deep in Bud Light seltzers right now. I've been on the wagon for 3 weeks, and now I'm getting shit-faced on seltzer girly drinks.
Yeah, you see? Did you see all those memes on Google's Twitter?
I got 5% right here.
Shows a dude walking across the living room and he says whiskey drinker, and he stubs his toe on the thing and he's like doesn't even budge. Then he comes back through and it's a beer drinker and he stubs his toe and he's like, fuck, that hurt. And then there's the seltzer drinker and he falls to the ground. He's like, oh daddy, my pussy hurts. It's hilarious. We should play that one.
Whatever. I'm a recovering alcoholic, so seltzers are perfect.
Oh wait. Oh, you are drinking again, you fuck. That didn't last long.
You just said that.
3 weeks.
That didn't last long.
Well, it's just tonight. And then next week I'll drink some more. I'm not going to drink in between podcasts. And I'm not even going to take shots, even though I bought Ray's White.
You know, according to AA, if you did that, you're an alcoholic because it's a pattern.
But I make patterns that I'm really artistic with my patterns.
Yeah. They're sporadic.
Yeah, look at this.
Sporadic.
Look at this hair. I mean, I patterned that.
Yeah.
Hey, if anyone was watching last week, that's the wig Ray was wearing when he projectile vomited at the baseball team.
Yeah, we had a picture of it.
We had a picture of
I
all
do
of us
recall that
at
now.
the baseball game,
Yes.
and we were all like, because Ron.
Oh, potty mouth Ron.
Yeah, Ron.
Potty mouth Ron.
Yeah.
Get you every time.
Hopefully,
Potty
Ron's
mouth.
doing well. Not
Yeah,
smoking.
you don't even speak to him anymore.
I know, man. You can't smoke if you got oxygen.
Everybody knows that. You can't triple stamp a double stamp.
Yeah.
All right, Thomas.
He didn't get the memo.
Thing is,
Unplug that thing real quick.
What?
Hey, check it out. It's Halloween. And we're gonna eat some candy. We might take some shots.
Damn.
Y'all's right here.
Smokey
And,
up in his mug.
Yeah.
He has his mask on. That's so awesome.
I'm getting cancer. I can feel it.
Cancer, I don't even know her.
I do.
Is that not funny? Too soon.
Car crash.
Hey, you know what? I wanted Pinkey to be Kurt Cobain, and we would play a song, and he would have like a wig and his head blown off and the shotgun, and yeah, that was a bad idea.
Too soon. Too soon.
Too soon. Way
Too
too soon.
soon.
It's only been 24 years.
Like 20-some years now.
Well, I was gonna play the acoustic guitar, and I was gonna be like,
26.
and, he was and then Pinkey was gonna be like, Paulie wants a cracker. Yeah, but they didn't think that was.
So, Chris, I hope this isn't a stupid question. So, when you get your guitar tomorrow, you will have to put strings and stuff on it, or is it ready to?
Oh, that shit will be all set
It
up.
should be
Yeah,
ready
they'll set
to
it
go
up.
live.
He's got to tune it, right?
What I'll probably do is I'll get Gabrielle to do a little video of me opening it so that we at least have a video to put on the podcast, and then I'll bring it to the podcast. Maybe.
Yeah,
next week.
I want to see that.
Do you think it's possible we could do it here again, or we can...
Only if you turn it up to 11.
Okay, I'll bring the amp, I'll bring the guitar, and then we'll turn it up to 11. We do want to do a podcast in a couple weeks, maybe. We still want to talk to Marsha, who gives the ghost tours.
Yeah.
With the Richmond honks
Get
or
it
whatever.
back.
That would have been the best show for that. Would be tonight.
Well, she's still doing them. Like
Yeah.
tonight's their biggest night, but after Halloween is when they have a little break. So we'll get to talk to her about what it's been like, doing ghost hunts during COVID. And she's been on, she was on Jeopardy. She's a cool little chick.
Whoa! You never said that before. She was on Jeopardy.
Yeah, she was on Jeopardy when they had like the
Yeah,
teachers.
surprised you didn't
on.
know that.
Yeah, I remember I texted you and I was like, Marsha's on Jeopardy.
No, you didn't.
Nobody knew that shit. He makes shit up every week.
He wants to talk to us and stuff. So
All of a sudden, Chris Pinkey Kessler's dad's an astronaut. All of a sudden, his grandfather's shooting down 8 Japanese planes. Chris just comes up with shit.
Marsha. One week we definitely want to cook some steaks. But we want to cook the steaks a regular USD choice steak, and then we want to do a steak that's the Japanese Wagyu. And we want to figure out if we can tell the difference between the steaks, and everyone will have a little bit of.
We can do that right here.
I know that's
on
what
your
I'm
debit
saying.
card,
That's
son.
what I'm
Not anymore. Good card to pay for. He don't have a debit card anymore.
Bites of a ribeye.
Yeah, really. When they're 100 and something a piece.
Sounds like a you problem, not a me problem.
Yeah.
A we problem.
Can I bring the A1?
Damn.
Shove that A1 up your ass, boy. That's cool. No A1 or A2 or Heinz 57.
It's probably another dumb question, Chris, but that guitar that you're gonna receive tomorrow is now your best guitar you have, or my favorite.
Yeah, it'll be the
By
most
far.
expensive one I have, and yeah.
I know, but if there's two, after tomorrow, you're up in your boom boom room, and there's 2 guitars in my hand, and you have to get rid of one. Is that one staying?
Yeah, that one's staying forever. I've already actually
I think
sold
Thomas
one.
is being a little
I've sold
facetious
one.
there.
He's just trying to get me on the hook.
No, I'm serious because you have so many. It's like you're so excited about this one now, but
That's the best, dude.
Hey,
you
Thomas,
might not be excited about it in 2 months from now.
give a little tidbit there. I've got a shitload of guns. Guess how many are for sale?
What?
What?
I got a shitload of guns. Guess how many are for sale?
None.
Exactly.
Not one. Yeah, but they actually, you can protect yourself with them and stuff.
I can protect myself with
Yeah.
a guitar.
Yeah.
I guess. It's got a fucking rock
I mean,
band.
Yeah.
Don't ask me a question.
I'll chop you.
Don't ask, don't tell.
Are we almost done here or what?
Yep, we're good. But you got anything else you want to talk about?
Just everyone be safe and have some candy and watch some crazy horror movies.
Well, we cut him off earlier. Mac, I feel bad.
What up?
Don't give me a fucking color either. Not purple, not orange, not green. What kind of bike do you have?
What did you say? I can't hear.
What kind of motorcycle do you have?
The bike I have now?
Who
I ain't got when I sold it.
cares? We don't care. We don't care. We don't care. We really do not care what kind of motorcycle you have. That's it. That's it, folks. That's it, folks. For all you viewers that didn't join us, for all you did, thank you. We appreciate it. Remember, it's all about the replay. The podcast will be up on Who Cares Podcast sometime this week. Let's say we'll try to have it up by Tuesday. So every Tuesday after this episode, every Tuesday, we're going to post this on YouTube for all you non-Facebook users. Get it there. And have a good day. I love you guys. I still see you in the studio. Staring into my screen. I see you. I see you, Pinkey. I see you. All right, guys. I love you. God bless. Good night. Samoochie Woochies.